what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home, as the song says, of Jackpot Joey and the AFC North champion Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 1,831 subscribers. We're getting so close to 2,000. So close, baby. Come on. We got about 3 weeks till the season starts. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. Try to get me to 2,000. Let's make that final push to try to get me there. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter and you haven't subscribed to my channel to help me get to 2,000, why not? Please do so. Please go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button. Hit the bell for the notification. And every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, if you will have a question that you are dying for my seat neighbor from Bengals and Brews, Dale Altman, to answer, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. The Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, I had a lot of people asking me about the Jackpot Joey beer. It should be coming out September 11th for the Bengals season opener. I did have some at the last home game. I don't know if I have any this next Saturday because I'll be coming back from a family thing, so I might not be tailgating as early as I normally am. But if I have some, I will definitely let you guys know. But definitely it is coming out September 11th. So make sure you guys go check it out. It's going to be pretty much everywhere. But make sure you go to Brink Brewery because I know they have it. So I went down to Bengals practice today. The offensive line did not look very good. We had some injuries. We had a La'el Collins sighting. We did not see Jackson Carman. There's lots of stuff to discuss. Let's bring in my seat neighbor, the man, the myth, the legend. He's Dale Altman. What's going on, brother?
What's up, everybody?
So, how are
you?
It's
a nice Thursday. It's Thursday. We're making it along, you know.
It's
back
to
work this
Thursday.
Week. So, yeah.
It's a thirsty Thursday, exactly so. So, what's been going on? Anything new?
Nothing like what you've been doing, my man. Blowing up. Proud of you. Great Houday Greg. Great freaking article in Sports Illustrated. I mean, you and Maddie, like, phenomenal. So proud of you guys. You put in the work, cool. Man. You guys put in the work, and it's paying off. And that
was cool.
That's the American dream, right? Like,
hopefully, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a blast. I'm glad Maddie's brought me along for the ride and I never thought I'd be in an article in Sports Illustrated. So now it's not in the actual magazine. It's on the website. I was going to try to put the link up here, but I'm not smart enough to figure out how to do it.
Now, if they ask you to be in the swimsuit edition, are you going to do it?
Dude, I'm all over that. I'd be in there with a thong.
Just a Jackpot Joey beer can over your dong.
Right, exactly. Oh, God. All right, let's get into this. So, I was down at practice today, and like I said, we had a La'el Collins sighting. He was actually there working with his teammates. We had no Jackson Carman sighting. So when I was down there, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, did he not show up? Did he quit? You know, what's going on? But to come to find out that he has a positive COVID-19 test. So he would definitely not be playing on Sunday. I was going to say Saturday. What's that mean in your estimation for Cordell Volson?
To me, that means, hey, Cordell Volson, which it already kind of was, but like, hey, here's the starting spot if you can take advantage of your opportunity. Like I mentioned off air before we started, the Giants are playing their starters. So if Volson plays a half or over a half, he's going against their ones and twos, the guys that's going to be on their roster. Mm-hmm. So that's a huge opportunity for him.
Oh, yeah, it's put up or shut up time for him. I mean, he's not going to get a bigger or better chance to show that he belongs as the starting left guard for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Now, Joe Goodberry, he did a great breakdown, which welcome back, Joe Goodberry. Exactly. Everyone's happy to have you back doing this stuff. Mm-hmm. But great breakdown. And Volson did look so good. Stunts, he did the smart thing where Carmen's like having to, turn his whole body. Like, it was a great breakdown. If anyone hasn't checked that out, you should. But Volson, I mean, he looked good, but you want to see it against ones and twos. If he can do that, we're all going to feel a little more comfortable.
Right.
But I still want Quentin Spain. Like,
yeah. Well, with I don't know the status, but I know Isaiah Prince hurt himself. He was holding his arm and he was on a golf cart, so I don't know the extent of that. So that's another issue we may or may not have. Like I said, I don't know the whole story but I just know he was hurt and he was on the golf cart and he was holding his arm, so he wasn't moving it. So that's all I know. But I mean, the way Jackson Carman looked against the twos against Arizona, he didn't look very good. Have you seen any of Matt Minnick stuff he's tweeted out? I mean, Jackson was getting pushed all the way back to the quarterback a couple of times. That's not good, especially against twos.
Yeah. I would like to see Spain brought back, and then it's like if Volson goes out and shows his work, right there, basically, Greg. I mean, at worst, you got him as insurance. He can play left guard or right. Like, obviously, we want Kappa to stay healthy. He was our big signing, but
Karras, our other big signing, he got into it with Joseph Osai today. That was interesting. And the funny thing was, I saw Pratt run over and kind of jump on Ted and kind of calm everybody down. So, but it was. I mean, I think the offensive line. I think Ted Karras is getting frustrated. He's getting ticked off, getting pissed off, getting tired of getting their ass kicked. Because the offensive line's been getting their ass kicked pretty much the whole camp. You are.
This
muted.
Might be a silly question, but has Kappa been in there with the ones? Like, is Kappa fully ramped up right now?
I think so. As far as
is he back in there with the ones at right guard?
Yeah, the only one that
I mean, I thought he was, but I.
Yeah, the only one that hasn't been is Lel. He's the only one that I know of that hasn't been in there yet. So here's the deal. Well, what do you think about this one, J.C. Tretter? I mean, he's a center. I mean,
I'm not
against it, but I mean, I'd rather get Spain to be honest.
Yeah, I would rather get Spain and see what Volson can do, because if you're bringing Tretter in, he's probably going to want to start, which there's all kinds of rumors about where he's made comments against the league as NFLPA president that he's kind of being blackballed right now. So no one's signing him because the Browns have had injuries at center. Who knows? Plus, he's had some knee injuries and things like that. I don't know how healthy the guy is, but it seems like I'm just for bringing in as much depth as possible. So I would be all for it, but it's not my money, and you only have so much, so I would rather spend it on Spain.
Yeah, I'm not against it, but I'm with you. I kind of rather have Spain just because he's already been here, and if Volson and Carman don't work out, we know Spain can play, and we know what Spain can do. So I'll get this coming here from Chris said, "Who they from Nebraska?"
I love that he called him Cartman.
Yeah, I know. I'm all in for Volson. If Cartman doesn't understand the position, I'm afraid he never will, and it's on an important position. So Jackson has been given every opportunity. I mean, he was with the ones the entire camp until now. So I mean, what else? What else can they do?
And I don't, like Carman, and like he's saying, important position, left guard. Yes. Like, I don't want to bring up bad history, but we remember a couple years ago against Washington, right? Michael Jordan got blown up, and what happened, to our quarterback. So I don't want to, that one weak link which we had a lot of weak links then, I understand, but that one weak link can really screw things up.
But I'll put it to you this way. All right, let's say worst case scenario. They have to coach around the left guard position. That's 10 times better than what they had to coach around last year with all four of them. So
for sure.
So either way, I mean, that's to me, unless somebody else gets hurt. But I mean, to me, the worst case scenario is you got to coach around the left guard. So it's not ideal. I'm hoping Volson or Jackson or Spain, if they bring him in, somebody comes and takes that job. Either way we go, this offensive line it's going to be better. It's not looking that good right now. But I mean, remember last year our offense in training camp looked terrible, and the defense looked awesome, and we're all like, well, is our defense really this good? Like, well, yeah, our defense really is this good, and our offense took a little while. But so it's kind of scary. Is our offensive line really this bad? I personally don't think so, just because LC's not in there. Kappa, Carrot, they're all working together, and we're still haven't figured out the left guard. So I don't personally think the offensive line is as bad as it has been, but
you want to see improvement. You want to see Joey be protected. You don't want to setbacks, whatever, with him. Like, he is the franchise. We spent the money to protect him. Don't stop now, though. Like, if there's a weak spot, go do what you need to do.
All right, Greg Luther cannot be serious. This has got to be a joke. He said, come on, Greg, you got to be kidding.
Now, I think this is more about like a backup center. If you need a backup center, he's probably one of the more experienced guys out there. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the truth of it. At this stage, there's not a lot of people out there. I mean, there's Treader, who, for whatever reason, people don't want to bring him in, whether it's injuries or whatever. But if Trey Hill, which I know he went off for a little bit, but if he's good, then you're probably not looking at Billy Price, because Trey Hill is probably going to be that backup center. I thought Ben Brown was going to push for it, but then Brown got injured. He's out for the season. So
we get this 999 super chat from Dustin Croft. Appreciate it, Dustin. He said, when do we point to coaching? There were high remarks for Carman and Hakeem out, and they have regressed. Going to be important to develop guys when Burrow
contract. When he gets his pay raise.
His contract hits. Sorry, my eyes with the screen moved on me.
I know. I got you, brother. I got you.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got a point. I mean, Adeniji and Carman have gone backwards. They're not, progressing. I mean, because especially Carman was the guy that they slated, to be their starting guard, right guard, left guard, whatever. That's the position they picked him at, and it hasn't worked out to this point. And Adeniji, I said, he's been hit or miss.
No, I mean, Carman didn't, he was supposed to start last year. Mm-hmm. That didn't happen. That's what I mean. Like, I'm sorry if he ain't the dude, then cut ties, trade, get something for him. I mean, that sounds awful. I hope he balls out. But what he's shown so far and the faith the coaches seem to have in him, which is it feels like every time they give some faith in him, then he goes out there and he screws up on game days, preseason, regular season.
That was honestly, that was kind of the whole team. I mean, last year we were one of the least penalized teams in all of football. And how many penalties did we have across the board? And I know it's a preseason game, but still, it's kind of that was surprising to me.
But to Dustin's point, he's saying about Pollock, I don't think you can judge Pollock until we see, after they've spent this money, what he can do with these guys. Now, I would still like to see another piece or two, just so it's there's no excuses. But maybe he doesn't fit. Pollock is a proven guy, but maybe he doesn't fit with what Zach Taylor wants to run and the scheme. You know what I mean? As an O-line coach, I know what he's saying. I still trust him, Frank Pollock. I think he's a damn good O-line coach. I'm glad we have him instead of some guys we've had previously.
Oh, I'm with you on that. And I agree. Yeah, this should be the year. Basically, it's put up or shut up for Frank. I mean, they got his guys that he wanted. They went out to finally spent the money. I mean, let's be honest, they hadn't spent the money on the offensive line, except for Jonah Williams, in a while. So I think it's going to work out. I really do. I really think either
we need it to
or Volson. Yeah, I think we need it to. Yeah, I mean, look, we got La'el Collins. People are driving me nuts with this whole thing with La'el Collins and not practicing. He was practicing today, just for full disclosure. He was out.
Yeah,
there.
A little off to the side. He wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think he was out there for 11 on 11s. I couldn't tell from where I was standing at, but he was out there in pads and he was participating. Yeah. So he's getting there, and he's a veteran. And I really don't. I'm kind of with the Dallas Cowboy fans. I don't think he likes to practice. I mean, I think he's a veteran guy, and I think as long as he gets it ramped up and ready to go by week one, who cares? And the thing is, one thing that the Bengals did to his contract is he gets more money the more games he plays. So trust me, he has every incentive to play every single game this year. So he makes no money at all or any extra money playing in these preseason games. So he's, rampant. He's trying to get himself ready for the regular season. So I'm not worried about him in the least. I'm not worried about Ted Karras. I'm not worried about Kappa. Like I said, the only spot that I'm worried about is left guard spot, and it's either going to be Carbon or it's going to be Volson.
Yeah.
Are you there?
And you still have Spain out there as a backup option.
Right, which I'm still honestly, I would be probably fine if they go with Spain. I thought Spain did an adequate job last year, to be honest, and the year before that. Are you freezing? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm gonna restart and come back.
Go ahead.
I'm so frustrated right now. You know how frustrated I am.
I know. Come back. You got it. You'll be all right. All right. So Dale, it'll come back. He's having some internet issues. Let's see here. Let's get to Anton. Disappointing that CBT won't be able to compete for the second cornerback spot. That is. Let's see. Matt Collins needs to practice with the other guys through the O-line. Has to work all in line together. Needs reps. Yeah. No, I agree with you. That's where I'm like. They are, and he's going to, I think, closer to the last week or two of training camp. That's just what, and I completely agree with you. They got to get together, and they all got to get on the same page. Those guys have got to be on the same page more than anybody else on the team. So you are correct, Matt, in your statement there. And I do think he's going to get out there. Like I said, he was out there today. I couldn't tell for us sitting if he was out there for 11s or not. So we'll see. Greg wants to know, should Trent Taylor be the fourth wide receiver? There's a very good chance. It's either him, Trent Irwin, or Stanley Morgan. And Trent Taylor is going to be, I think, our punt returner. And I think Chris Evans is going to be our kick returner. So you don't necessarily have to have them as the fourth wide receiver. They could be the special teams person, but he could be. But the thing is, though, Trent Taylor's a slot. You don't really – this is where Trent's problem is. He's a slot receiver. We have one of the best slot receivers in football in TB. So is your fourth – you don't normally have your fourth wide receiver a slot guy. He's more of an outside guy. So that's where I think Stanley Morgan, Trent Irwin, one of those guys actually have a better shot of being the fourth than Trent Taylor does. Just my opinion. Let's see here. You think Darwin's contract that Bates is for sure gone? Yeah, after this year, see, the thing is, if that's what your question is, after this year, the Bengals can still franchise him next year. I don't know if they're going to or not, but either way, at this point, I don't think Jesse Bates is re-signing with the Bengals. I think that ship has sailed. They've been trying to get a contract for 2 years. I don't think he's going to sign. That's just my opinion. I think the Bengals have moved on. That's the reason they got Dax Hill. So regardless of anybody's contract, I just think they're going to move on. And I personally think, I don't think they're going to franchise tag him next year. I think this might be it. I think he needs to come into camp because if you're going to play, you got to practice. I mean, like we're talking about La'el Collins, he needs to practice. Well, damn it, so does Jesse Bates. So if he wants to actually play, which I'm still boggles my mind that he's not there. But yeah, I do personally think this is Jesse Bates last year with the Bengals. Like I said, but the Bengals could re-sign him if they wanted to. So, Houday Richard, what's going on? All right, Greg. I know they won't trade Bates, but if someone calls and offers you a decent guard for Bates, would you do it? Well, yeah, but the thing is, would I do it? That's a question. I answered that, said, yeah, I depends on the guard. I mean, that's a pretty good thing because it depends on if he's a legit starting guard or a backup or what. It would just depend. To me, it depends on the guard because one more year of Jesse Bates, if you can get Jesse Bates to come in, and then you have Dax Hill, and you have those two as your two safety set, where Dax can play multiple positions as well, that's going to give this defense an even better dynamic than it had last year. So it'd have to be a really good guard for me, even if Jesse is gone after this year. If you can get him for one more year and you have him and Dax in that secondary together for a whole season, and we're trying to get this Lombardi, it'd have to be a pretty damn good guard for me, because I'm still not sold that either Cordell Volson or Jackson Carman, one of those two, is going to be adequate enough guard, to be the starting guard for the Cincinnati Bengals. Worst case, go get my man Q. I keep saying that. So we'll see. Richard here. I still think Jesse will play this season. I think he will too. Richard, I don't know why he's not here. That's what I don't understand. Like, I think he's going to play. They literally cannot sign him to a contract. They can't even talk to him. The dumb thing is he hadn't signed the franchise tag. So the coaches can't even talk to him because he's not under contract, quote unquote. So the only thing he can do, unless the Bengals trade him, which I don't know anybody's going to trade for Jesse Bates without signing him to a contract, which I don't think anybody can sign him to a contract. I'm not sure on that, but I don't think anybody can sign him right now. I think he's got to play on a franchise tag this year, no matter what. I think. I don't hold me to that, but I think that's the way it is. So to me, it doesn't make any sense why he's not here. You want your money. You want to come in and ball out this year and play like the best safety in the league. Get in here, get with your teammates, get some practices under your belt. This coaching staff is not going to kill you in practice. You know that. That's where I'm starting to get really frustrated. Like, I don't know why he's here. He cares because he was in a suite at the Bengals game. So it just, this whole thing is boggling my mind of why he is not here. We'll see. All right, Stranger, what's up? Jesse and Dax on the field at the same time will equal lots of interceptions. Hell yeah, that's what I am. To me, I would love to sign Jesse Bates. I love Jesse Bates. I want him to be a Bengal, but they're not going to pay him the highest paid safety money in the league. They will pay him top 5 because that's what they're doing this year at $13 million. But they're not going to pay him as the top safety in the league. They're not going to, because you got Jackpot Joe Burrow, you got T. Higgins, you got Jamar Chase, you got Logan Wilson, you got all these guys that are coming up that they have to pay that, are, no offense, more important than Jesse Bates. Not that Jesse Bates is not important, but anyway, I'm frustrated that Jesse's not here. Dale, what's up?
I am frustrated. I grabbed a whole nother laptop.
There you go.
That one is going back to the store, hopefully, if Marissa can find the receipt, because I just bought it 2 weeks ago and it overheats, like it was overheating.
Yeah, you need to take that back.
Yeah,
so,
that's trash.
So we're talking Jesse Bates here, and like Stranger says, I like this. He says, I'll take 1 year of Jesse and Dax. Dude, if Jesse comes back and plays, that 2 safety set with Jesse Bates and Dax Hill, and Dax can play multiple positions, it's going to be legit. It's going to make this morphing defense even better than last year.
But there's people that are saying he is our best trade chip. He really is.
But I have a question. Can anybody sign him?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, so he has to play on the franchise tag no matter what.
It's like anything else. You can have parameters, I'm sure, worked out behind the scenes. Like, just don't get caught doing that.
Right.
But so you don't lose draft capital, but
right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, but legally they're not allowed to.
Legally, they're not allowed.
Right.
But so I'm just saying, like, if you could trade Bates for a Landon Dickerson from the Eagles, like he plays left guard and center from Alabama, like that'd be a good trade. Like we talked about that over the summer before when teams could still get him. We talked about that.
Because Greg asked if I would trade him for a guard. I said, well, it depends on who the guard is. Yeah. Now that guy, I think that would be worth it. Well, see, hold on.
And that guy's on a rookie contract for another 3 years. So
right, but
that's
the thing is, I will be better equipped to answer that after I see Cordell Volson against the guy.
That's the correct
right.
answer because
Yeah.
until we see Volson against the Giants this week,
Right.
against some starters and second teamers, we
Right.
don't know. If he goes out there and stinks up the joint, though, I'm like, I'm calling Quentin. I'm calling the Eagles. I got all my phones on me. You know,
We're calling
like,
somebody.
we're
Right.
calling everybody, not somebody, everybody.
Yeah, but if he comes in and he plays pretty damn good, then I think we're set. But that's why this weekend is so big, and I'm going to definitely be paying attention to the offensive line. Which one thing I love going to the games, I do, but once on TV, I can pay so much more attention.
I know, we know.
I had to go back and watch the game to pay attention to certain things because I'm too busy cheering and having fun, and well, you just can't see everything.
Well, how can I pay attention when I'm your seat neighbor and you're beating the hell out of me half the time?
Did it one time. I've never.
No, you did it. You did it last week too. I just didn't tell you yet. Good Lord.
Those are love taps. That's all it is. They're just love taps.
You had me in a chokehold at one point. Like right after I got there, I was like, "He's choking me." I'm like, what is going on?
I was happy to see you. I can't help it. I'm an affectionate guy.
Same. Is that how we're gonna go up to each other from now on? Just sneak attack, choking each other out.
What if go UFC on each other, just choke each other out right away? Oh, by the way, so we are doing this parkour video thing. So
everyone should get in on it.
Yeah. So if you guys are at your house, Bengals gear somewhere, at Paycor Stadium, at the practice facility,
parkour,
wherever. Huh?
I said parkour.
And you guys want to do a parkour video, do it, tweet it out to Bengals and Brews, and that guy right there will.
Don't do anything to hurt yourself. I want to clarify. It's meant to be corny. The cornier, the better.
Yes, it's not legit parkour. It's just being completely stupid and having fun with the name. So,
and at the end we can just be like, "It's Pate," like you did in that video. It was so great. But I'm like Derek's like, "You're one of the idiots in the clips." I'm like, "Well, we only had 3 people do it."
Oh yeah, no, that's the problem. Like, well, somebody's got to end it. So I'm like, I just ended it, and if I didn't know if anybody did it or not, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back.
I'll be at Gary Owen that night.
Oh, you should. Oh, dude, you should Gary Owen to do it.
Subtle flex. Yeah. No,
maybe at Gary Owen.
I tweeted him today, and I was like, "We're going to the early show because he has 2 shows the whole weekend. So anybody has Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Funny Bone in Cincinnati. Gary Owen will be there next weekend."
Now I have a question.
But I said, "Can I get a picture with you? Like, can we get a picture with you when we're up there, or will you not be able to do that because we're going to the early show because Derek has young kids and stuff?" And he was like, "For sure." So I was like, "Nice."
The inquiry minds want to know: sleeves on or sleeves off?
I probably have sleeves on.
What?
I've never been to the Funny Bone before. I don't know. It could be cold in there.
So you're sleeveless Dale.
I got to wear something Bengals though. I got to represent for Gary.
Yeah, well, I think you should wear that really cool Jackpot Joey hat you got. You should definitely wear that.
Might have to wear that with a Bengals and Bruce shirt. Shameless plugs everywhere, baby.
Shameless plugs everywhere, baby.
I'll wear my custom shoes by KB Art.
Boom, there you go. I still got to try to get some done, but I got to pay for my plane ticket going to Florida for the Bengals Buccaneers game. And where's Cap? We want Cap. Ha, just
sorry,
kidding.
Man.
Enjoy you, Dale. Seem like you're a cool dude. We'd love to meet one day and sit next to you both, and we can both beat up Iceman.
I need some help, man. He's so aggressive. Which we're going to be doing a lot of content for Shameless Plug, Bengals Brews at tailgates. So I'm just going to ask pretty basic questions, really. Like, hey, what do you think of the Steelers? And I'm just going to let people rant. And then we're going to take some of those clips during the week and put them out for everybody.
You guys got to find Dale and Derek. They're going to be at Bomb Squad. They'll be at the Jackpot Joey tailgate. They'll be somewhere. It could be instead of where's Waddle, where's Bengals and Brews at?
Stranger, you're not wrong. Now, here's the thing, though. Everyone's going to be so disappointed when it becomes winter because then the garage is freezing cold and I'll be in sweatshirts and toboggans. Yeah. They'll be like, we want sleeveless Dale. I'm like, it's winter now, man. I got all this extra body weight, but
it's cold.
It's still cold.
Strawberry, is there an early tailgate for the last preseason game If so, what time?
That is at Longworth.
Yeah, go to Longworth. Yeah, Longworth, you can get in there early.
That's
Let's see here. Longworth, the guy, when we parked, we showed up there at like 3:00. He said he'd been there since noon, waiting for people to show up. So
but for a normal, like a lot of 1:00 games, I know you can't get into lot 1 till 9:00, 4 hours. Most Bengals parking places are 4 hours before, but Longworth is at least like 2 or 3 hours before that, right?
We'll get there like 7 a.m., 7, 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want an early tailgate, go to Longworth.
Mm-hmm.
That's where, like I said, that's where the Jackpot Joey tailgate's going to be at. And
there's Longworth and then lot 1, so you can literally make your way toward the stadium, like, as you go. So the earlier you get there, the better, honestly.
Yeah, literally, you hit Jackpot Joey, go hit Bomb Squad, go hit Jim's, and head into the game.
Yeah, like we have tickets in 158, so we can always circle around and hit Jim's before we go in. So we can hit them all.
Anton, he said, y'all think the O-line needs to be decided before the last preseason game? Yes. Yes, it needs to be decided before the last preseason game. I would, yeah, because if not, you got to trade for somebody or something. You can't.
You want it to be? You want to see Volson Bowl out this week and be like, that's probably our guy.
That's the best case scenario.
And then you're still probably going to play him a couple series because he's a rookie and he needs the reps for the third one, you know?
What's this? Oh, yeah, we have some. Hey, Joe, you should bring.
I thought I froze again. You got quiet for a second. I was like, oh, mother effer. I was about to just start hitting things.
No, Richard said I should bring some Jackpot Joey hats for sale with the tailgate. Actually, we do usually have some hats for sale. We want to kind of, and we did that a lot last year. We kind of want to enjoy the tailgate a little bit more and not try to sell as much, but we will have some stuff there, but we are not going to sell as much because we just want to have a fun time and enjoy the Jackpot Joey beer and have fun with all you guys. But
now, if you DM Maddie and you tell him you want to buy some stuff, he'll bring what you want to buy, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you order something, we can bring it to you that day. That's not a problem whatsoever. And just go to jackpotjoey9.com. That's where all the information, all the stuff we have. So, which Huday Joe got his white Jackpot Joey hat today.
I still need that one. Need that one. Well, Maddie told me he was sending me some more hats, and I ain't seen them yet. So you might have to remind him for me.
Why do I always have to remind him? Like I know the guy or something.
Because he always forgets, and you always say, well, I'll just remind him. And I'm like, no, don't bother him. But then you always remind him, and he sends them. So.
He does. He forgets. Oh, Greg wants to know if you guys are coming out with any beer.
No, sir. We are helping. We're helping support the Jackpot Joey, and we may order some fresh koozies with our new logo or something. So you can find us one and the same a lot. Like, we're just a big family, man. We have fun with everything. Like,
exactly.
Usually we give away more koozies than we sell. So odds are you find us, you come up and do a video with us, we'll probably give you a koozie. Derek's going to kill me for that. Way to make sales, Dale. We'll probably give you one for free. That's usually what we do.
First of all, you have to kill up, but you have to get Dale in a chokehold. And then he might get
no chokehold. You put me in a chokehold, and I don't know you. I might lose my shit because I hate that shit.
He only does it for me because I'm special.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just this idiot, so I let it slide.
Right, exactly.
Because I love him.
That's my dude. All right, so Saturday, other than Cordell Volson, what are we looking at for the Bengals? I mean, I like to see Chris Evans getting some more kick returns.
Don't you take all my notes from that I gotta have for Saturday show? But
all right, I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll say I am looking forward to seeing Kendrick Pryor, and if he can repeat his performance from game 1 and make a push, because the more I thought about it since last week, I'm like, I think Trent Taylor wins the punt return job. Yeah, I just do. He looked good. He looked good at receiver. I don't see them getting rid of him. He's solid. You know what you got.
Right.
Stanley Morgan's not going anywhere as your 4th. Trent is the 5th. If you keep a 6th, I think Mike Thomas will be battling. Kendrick Pryor needs to come on and ball out to take that spot from Mike Thomas. And that's not just making catches. That's on special teams. So I'm really looking at Kendrick Pryor.
I think Greg asked why you're gone if Trent Taylor would be our 4th wide receiver. And I said, 4th wide receiver is hard because he's a slot. And we have your 4th wide receiver is not a slot guy. We already got one of the best slots in the league. So he's going to be, I think, he'll be used. But he won't be the the punt returner. I think
If TB needs to take a game off or he has something tweaked,
right.
Trent Taylor's probably your 3, but
Yeah.
in general, he's probably your 5th because Stanley Morgan's getting more reps because of his blocking and everything else he does. Like, I think his spot as a receiver is locked more than Trent Taylor's.
Right. I like Trent Irwin too. I've always liked him too.
I do too. That's one that's so tough because it's like he's probably just going to get squeezed out again because.
Well, last year with him and Trent Taylor, I think made the team. Then something happened.
Well, they had Mike Thomas. They had Mike Thomas.
Oh no, it was Mike Thomas.
Yeah,
those two. They were on the practice squad. Then they got put back on the 53, like right before
it's like
or something like that.
I kept waiting on somebody to snag up Trenton Irwin. That's what I mean. And you almost have to do it now because you can protect 4 players through the season. So, like, if they make it past those initial cuts, you can protect a guy every week.
Right.
That's on your practice squad. So
exactly. Greg here says Pryor is a future slot if Boyd does not resign after his current deal expires.
I mean, he looked good on the outside, though. Like, you know.
I mean, to be honest, just talk about TB. I love TB. He's another one that I wouldn't be surprised if they do let him go after this. I mean, it's just nature of the beast.
Does he have one more year on his contract after this?
I think he's got one more.
There's no way you lose him. You still got him under contract, reasonable.
Oh no. No. If it's reasonable, no. I know, not at all. But I mean, if he wants ass ton of money, then no, he's probably not.
Well, you're just thinking the wide receiver position in general.
Well, I'm thinking you
see that all the time. They get in their last year of their deal, and they're like, "Hey, I need
right." Well, and you got 2 of the best wide receivers in football that you want to keep, and they're going to take a lot of damn money. And you got Joe Burrow, so those 3 right there are going to take a lot of freaking money.
I know, but TB just don't seem like that type of guy that he would be like, "Oh, I'm going to bitch about."
No, he might not.
He'll be 31. Yeah, that's a good point too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's true. So I mean, I wouldn't be, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they move on from him. But I mean, like I said, I hate talking about that right now because that's another at least year or 2 away till we got these guys. We have all 3 of them at least for the next 2 years for sure. So I think it's
let's enjoy. That's what I mean. Let's just enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy. Let's enjoy what we have. That's why I'm still like, man, I would go sign Spain. I would sign more O-line depth because I'm like, if you really are making that.
Let's say it's set up for a 1-year contract.
That doesn't affect Chase. That doesn't affect Higgins. That does not affect Burrow if you sign 1-year contracts.
Yep. Exactly. Hey, Greg's got a question for you. He said, Dale, did you see Zim's new logo for his shirts? I'm going to buy one.
Yeah, because he's Big Savage over there, Big Savage Greg. That's why he says he's got to buy one.
Big Savage.
Yeah, Zim gave him that nickname, Big Savage Greg. Which I mean, I seen him in those pictures with all those ladies, and I was like, "That's why he calls you that."
There you go. Hey, Greg's got game. That's a subtle flex right there.
He does.
I don't have the logo either. It's the wrong show for that.
That's all right. That's all right. Clark ignored me at the preseason game, so it's fine.
Dude, I tried. I yelled. I about screamed my freaking head off for you, trying to get him over here.
Y'all made it so awkward. You're like, sit down in the front row. I'm like, guys, I just want to chill. Like, just let me chill. Like, I'm here with my daughter. Like, I was already excited. Matt got Sam Hubbard's autograph, which will be our 1,000 when we get 1,000 subscribers on Bengals and Brews. We're giving that away. We're giving like 10. We'll probably give away like 10 different things by the time that happens.
Awesome. That is awesome. All right, let's see, Richard. Let's see. I think Chase and T is a lock. Not sure about TB.
I think all 3 are a lock for this year.
Yeah, I think he means future wise.
I know.
Yeah.
T will honestly probably depend on money. Like, but
well, like I say, he's 31. I mean, how much?
For Boyd, yeah.
Yeah, TB. Not you said T. I see. I could see. See, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at this through orange-colored sunglasses, but I personally can see Jackpot, Uno, and T not breaking the bank. I mean, all 3 of them are going to break the bank, but taking less money so they all stay together.
I hope so. That's why I keep saying let's enjoy it now because I'm like, right. T. Higgins is a number 1 wide receiver.
Yes,
he just is.
Yes.
So that's what I mean. Like, I'm trying to like pass things where Marvin Jones is like, I want to go be a number 1 somewhere else.
Marvin Jones is never number 1.
I know, but to AJ, well, he was in Detroit. because he went
And anybody
and got-
else. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? You didn't
Right.
win jack shit, brother.
Right.
So
Well, and that's the thing is I always put it this way. Remember TJ Houshmandzadeh? He had
Yeah.
one of his best years.
he
last year as
regretted
well.
signing with Seattle.
Right, and that's what wide receivers always have to look at is
I know.
who is throwing you the ball. If you don't have the right person throwing you the ball, you're going to that big contract you signed. They're going to cut it. You know,
I'm
because
just saying, I want all them together forever.
Right. Forever. Yes, you're right, Greg. Higgins has the same agent as Bates. You are correct. That's what.
So does Deshaun Watson.
Who is suspended for 11 games? I know you guys are blowing up the group chat about that today while I was sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, 11 games, $5 million suspension. The Browns gave him $230 million guaranteed. That $5 million is
That's
like
$5.
yeah, it's like $5 for us.
Right.
That's if that. It's like $1.
Right.
It's like $3.50. It's like $3.50.
That's nothing, dude. Yeah, I got you. I'm all good. Let's go. I don't know. I mean, some of the Browns fans are like, "Oh, I'm a Browns fan to the day I die. I'm going to support my guys." Like, look, this is coming from a Bengals fan where we had some knuckleheads on our team. I didn't like what they did, but I was sure as hell willing to go out and buy their damn jersey and like do this stupid
Yeah,
post.
dude.
Like,
Yeah, they've been so weird lately. Like, because
well,
I used to always be like,
well, dude, when it first happened, they were like, they want to jump ship. Like, hey, can we become Bengals fans? I'm like,
well,
sure.
see, we can't categorize everybody, but it seems like the biggest voices now are
Right.
are the assholes.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
just gonna say it.
Yes.
Like, and they're so weird. Like, it's like, shut up, woman. I don't support a sexual predator. You fine piece of meat. It's like, what?
What?
Like, you're weird. You're all weird. I'm like, stop being so weird. Just please go. And none of them ever have profile pictures. And so it's like they can be like, oh, Dale, you're a big fat piece of shit. And I'm like, well, you're a picture of I don't even know what that is. Like, fuck, show your face, pussy.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna start feeling like Kieran here in a minute. Fuck, come fight me, pussies. Like, I'm sick of that fucking fan base. Like, fuck you, Browns fan. Fuck you, Browns fan. And fuck you too, Browns fan. Y'all can fucking get some because y'all support a fucking piece of shit. And I ain't down with it. And most people ain't down with it. Fuck you. Fuck Deshaun Watson. Fuck everybody. And I'm out. I'm not out, but I'm still here.
Clip it. But anyway, we actually have to get going here because we're supposed to be on your other podcast, Brew Jackets, at 6:30, which they might have already started already. So if you guys are into hockey at all, which I've tried to talk hockey on here, and I know none of you guys.
We ain't talking hockey, Jeff. But we will do. They're at Brew Jack, like whatever. I'm already drunk, so who knows what the fuck I'll be saying on there. Check that out on a podcast.
Interesting.
We ain't doing no live, so
exactly. So anyway, any last words you like to say before I let you go there, Dale?
Fuck Deshaun Watson. Fuck the Cleveland Browns. And fuck the fans that support that piece of shit. Boom!
There you go. There's Dale. Anyway, you guys can enjoy him on Bengals and Brews. And like I said, go check out Brew Jackets. We're going to be on there later on tonight. It's not going to be live. It's going to be a podcast. So make sure you guys go to Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much where you get your podcast. Make sure you check out Brew Jackets. Well, let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. They are Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trunapole. TikTok is at Iceman90. I will be pulling off the sound later on tonight, putting on podcast. So after you listen to my podcast, go check out Brew Jackets. Brew Jackets. But it's on Beanpod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Leave a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. I would greatly appreciate it. YouTubers are at 1,831 subscribers. Come on, let's go. 2,000. Try to get 2,000. Let's do it, baby. We're so close. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. Give it a 2,000 before the season starts. And if you guys have not checked it out yet, Sports Illustrated did a wonderful article on me and Matty Myers about the Jackpot Joey brand, how it got started, the story behind it, where we're at right now moving forward, the beer, and everything else we got coming out. So make sure you check it out. It's on si.com. I have it on my Twitter page. It's on my Facebook page. It's on Matty's. Lots of people have tweeted it out. So please make sure you guys check that article out. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And other than that, that's just sports, baby. Here's the Jackpot Joey song. See ya!